Two separate courts in the Nigeria Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, on Tuesday fixed October 27th and November 20th, 2025 for the commencement of the lawsuits brought before them by the founder and publisher of Sowore Reporters, Omiyele Sowore, and the Department of State Service, DSS, over issue of posts published on X and Facebook social media platforms that allegedly described President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a criminal after the president allegedly said there is no more corruption in Nigeria while the president was speaking at an event in Brazil in the month of August 2025. According to Omiyele Sowore's lawyer, Tope Temokan, today, at the Federal High Court in Abuja, proceedings commenced in the historic cases filed by rights activist Omiyele Sowore challenging the clampdown on free speech and political expression by the Department of State Services, DSS, in collusion with global social media giants Meta, Facebook, Instagram, and X Corporation, Twitter. The suits are Omiyele Sowore vs. DSS and Meta, FHC, ABJ, CS, 1887-2025. Omiyele Sowore vs. DSS and X Corporation, FHC, ABJ, CS, 1888-2025. Sowore was represented by a formidable team of lawyers, led by Tope Temokan, Abubakar Marshall, Alexander Aketa, Dr. S.M. Oyaha, Dr. Maxwell Opara, Akin Sowore, and Akoje Sava. Representation for the respondents. Meta appeared through Mefesimo Teo Yetabo, San. X Corporation and the DSS had no counsel present in court proceedings. The court granted motions ex parte filed by Sowore's counsel for leave to serve Meta and X Corporation outside jurisdiction through electronic means. The originating motion against Meta was also served in court on Meta's counsel. Adjournment. The court adjourned both matters to November 20, 2025, for hearing. These suits filed, following the DSS attempted censorship of Sowore's social media post, calling the president a criminal, mark a significant stand against both local repression and international collaboration in silencing dissenting voices. Sowore insists that no government agency or foreign corporation has the right to muzzle Nigerians in the digital space, Barrister Tope Temokan stated on September 30, 2025. At a separate court where the federal government of Nigeria filed a 5-count charges against the news media publisher, Omiyele Sowore and the DSS had planned to arraign the publisher before the court. Vanguard newspaper reported that, when the matter came up, Sowore's counsel, Marshal Abubakar, objected to the charges being read, arguing that his client had not been properly served. He also noted the absence of legal representation for X. However, Meta was represented in court by a team led by Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Teo Yetabo. Justice Muhammad Umar, presiding, directed that Sowore be served in court, an order not opposed by any of the parties, including Muhammad Babadoko, Director of Public Prosecutions of the Federation. The court then adjourned the case to October 27 for commencement of trial. Punch newspaper also reported that the DPPF then applied for an order to serve Sowore in open court, which the judge granted. Sowore accepted the documents in court. He subsequently requested 3 days, as provided by law, to study the charge and prepare his defense. While the DPPF objected, Justice Garba upheld the request and adjourned the arraignment to October 27. The court will adjourn to the 27th day of October for the arraignment of the defendants, Justice Garba said. The suit dated the 16th of September 2025, was lodged after Sowore allegedly refused to delete the controversial posts about the president. The Sahara Reporters publisher was accused of using his official X handle to make the post. This criminal at official PBAT actually went to Brazil to state that there is no more corruption under his regime in Nigeria. What audacity to lie shamelessly. The alleged offending post, said to be contrary to Section 24(2)(b) of the Cybercrimes Prohibition and Prevention Act 2024, was said to have been made on August 25 within the jurisdiction of the Federal High Court. The charges were brought on behalf of the DSS and the federal government by MB. Abubakar, Director of Public Prosecutions at the Federal Ministry of Justice, alongside 4 other counsel to the DSS E. Ernest, U.B. Buller, Dr. C.S. Ez, and E.G. Orabor. Social media companies X Incorporation and Meta Platforms Incorporation are listed as co-defendants. Confirming the legal action in a Facebook post last week, Sowore wrote, "The State Security Service, alias at Officials Inc. today filed a 5-count charge at the Federal High Court in Abuja against X, formerly Twitter Facebook, and myself. They claimed that because I called Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu a criminal, I have somehow committed a set of novel offenses they invented and spread across 5 counts. It's hard to believe there's anyone sensible left in these offices that should be making Nigeria work. Regardless, I will be present whenever this case is assigned for trial." Revolutiono. Punch Online had earlier reported that the human rights activist and African Action Congress candidate in the 2023 election vowed not to delete the controversial tweet, despite a request from the DSS to X demanding its removal. Restating his stance, Sowore wrote, "This morning, X, formerly Twitter, officially contacted me about the despicable threat letter they received from the lawless DSS over my tweet on Tinubu. One option I will not be taking is deleting the tweet. Thank you, at X."
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.